Welcome back to Hidden Blessings Homestead. In today's video, I want to share with you a couple tips I've learned over the years about dealing with potato bugs. Number one, never plant before June 15th. That's right, I know that's saying goodbye to early potatoes, but I find that it's a good trade-off for not having to deal with potato bugs. Another thing we had to learn the hard way was not to plant our potatoes in or near our greenhouse. It was years of struggling with potato bugs being on our tomato plants, our eggplants, and almost everything else in the greenhouse. So that's one thing we've made a note of, that we would rather trade off having early potatoes than dealing with the potato bugs for years. Here's another tip with you. Potatoes like moisture. They don't like to be sitting wet, but they like to have enough water. The tubers really need the water in order to get the size that you want them to be. Not enough moisture and the plants aren't going to thrive. So we plant our potatoes here in a lower bed. In the spring, it's kind of wet, but by the time we plant them in June, it is nice and loose and makes a great place for potatoes. One thing I love about this garden is there is just worms everywhere. When we first moved here, the soil was amended with goat manure, and then a few years ago we amended it again with some alpaca manure, as well as other amendments. The varieties I'm going to be planting today are Seedland and Carib. Both these varieties have produced really well for us, and we really love the taste and texture of Seedland. I haven't eaten as much Carib, but they produce so well that I am definitely going to be planting them again this year. So I'm going to dig a hole about 8 to 10 inches deep, because these are a determinate variety. We will not be hilling them up. So this is the seedling we're planting here. Then we go about a foot, which makes it about 1.5 feet. And I'm just going to take the dirt from the next hole and cover the first potato. And this is the way we found to be the simplest. We've finished our first row. There's about 15 plants. And so now we're ready to do our next row. And I'm going to go 2 feet to my next hole. So I'm going to start there. If I was hilling up potatoes, I would want to have more like 3 feet probably in between, so that I could hill them up and use the dirt from between. But since we're only going to probably hill up once and then it's just going to be weeding, this will be a good enough space, I think. So we planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 Seedland, 2 Carib. Well, the bugs are getting intense out here. 5 rows, approximately 30 in a row. So we've got about 75 potatoes in, 45 Seedland and 30, approximately 30 Carib. So that is all for today. We still have a bunch of potatoes to plant, so hopefully I'll get to that Sunday or Monday. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.